Good day, I am going to show you and explain to you verses that will empower you each and every day through every step you take. Just remember them and keep them in your heart. These verses provide encouragement, guidance, and strength, no matter where you are in your journey. Whether you're feeling overwhelmed, uncertain, or just need a reminder of God's love and faithfulness, these scriptures will help you center your mind and heart. So, let's explore these verses and reflect on how they can shape our lives today. First Philippians 4:13. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. This verse from Philippians is one of the most empowering scriptures in the Bible. The key here is not about our personal abilities or achievements, but about drawing strength from Christ. It's a reminder that when we feel weak or inadequate, we are not alone. God is there, equipping us to face anything life throws at us. Think about it. What challenges are you facing today? Are there tasks that seem impossible? Remember, you don't have to face them on your own. With Christ's help, you have the strength to overcome. Take a moment to reflect. What is one thing you feel you can't handle today? Pray about it, asking for God's strength to carry you through. 2 Psalm 118, verse 24. This is the day of the Lord's victory. Let us rejoice. This verse is a beautiful reminder to approach each day with gratitude and joy, regardless of what we may face, whether it's a busy workday, personal struggles, or even moments of uncertainty. Today is a gift from God. This verse challenges us to make the choice to rejoice in the day ahead, regardless of our circumstances. When we wake up, it's easy to be consumed with the stress of what's ahead. But Psalm 118:24 calls us to shift our focus. Instead of focusing on everything that could go wrong, we are invited to choose joy. God has given us this day to live, to grow, and to be His light in the world. How can you embrace joy today? What's one thing you can be grateful for, no matter how small, that will help you start your day with a positive mindset? 3. Jeremiah 29:11. I alone know the plans to bring you prosperity and not disaster, plans to bring about the future you hope for. In the book of Jeremiah, God speaks to the Israelites while they are in exile, experiencing hardship. In the midst of their pain and displacement, God assures them that He has a good plan for their lives. This verse isn't just for the Israelites, but it's a promise to all believers. God has a purpose for you, a plan to prosper you, and a future filled with hope. It's easy to feel uncertain or anxious about the future, especially when we face setbacks or feel lost in life. But this verse assures us that no matter what we face, God's plans are good. His purpose for us is filled with hope and opportunity. Reflect on your own life. Are you trusting God's plan for your future? What areas of your life do you need to release control over and trust in God's guidance? 4th Isaiah 40:31. But those who trust in the Lord for help will find their strength renewed. They will rise on wings like eagles. They will run and not get weary. They will walk and not grow weak. This verse from Isaiah is all about endurance and renewal. It paints a beautiful image of soaring like eagles, rising above life's struggles. When we wait on the Lord, we are promised strength and renewal. This isn't passive waiting. It's an active trust that God will restore our strength in His perfect timing. There may be times when we feel physically or emotionally drained, wondering how we can keep going. This verse encourages us that as we trust in God, He will give us the strength to persevere. Like eagles that soar without tiring, we too can rise above our challenges. Do you feel weary today? Take a moment to surrender that weariness to God. Ask Him to renew your strength and help you rise above the challenges you face. 5th Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways remember Him, and He will make your paths straight. Trusting in God with all your heart is a powerful but sometimes difficult act. We are naturally inclined to rely on our own understanding and wisdom. However, Proverbs reminds us that God's ways are higher than our own, and true peace comes when we surrender our need for control and trust in His guidance. This doesn't mean ignoring wisdom or common sense. It means acknowledging that God knows what's best for us. When we align ourselves with His will, He promises to direct our paths and guide us through life's uncertainties. Think about the decisions you're facing today. Are there any areas where you're relying on your own understanding instead of trusting in God's wisdom? Take a moment to pray for guidance. 6. Matthew 6:34. Therefore do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. There is no need to add to the troubles each day brings. How often do we find ourselves consumed with worry about what's coming next? Jesus reminds us here that worrying about tomorrow only adds unnecessary stress. We can't control the future, but we can focus on living today, trusting that God will provide what we need in each moment. When we worry, we miss the opportunities that God has for us today. Jesus invites us to trust in God's provision, knowing that He will take care of tomorrow when it arrives. Let's focus on living faithfully in the present, knowing God has our future in His hands. Reflection, personal thought. Are you caught in the grip of worry today? How can you release that anxiety to God and focus on living in the moment, trusting that He will provide what you need? 7th Psalm 23:1. The Lord is my shepherd. I have everything I need. Psalm 23 opens with one of the most comforting and reassuring statements in the Bible. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. This means that God provides everything we need, spiritually, emotionally, and physically. Just as a shepherd cares for their sheep, God cares for His people, guiding, protecting, and meeting their needs. When we trust in God as our shepherd, we can rest in the assurance that we lack nothing. Even in the midst of challenges, we are reminded that God will provide and care for us every step of the way. Do you trust that God is providing for you? Take a moment to reflect on His faithfulness in your life and thank Him for being your shepherd, guiding and providing for your every need. In conclusion, these verses are reminders that no matter what we face, God's promises are true. He strengthens us, gives us hope, renews our strength, and guides our paths. As you go through your day, take these scriptures with you, allowing them to shape your thoughts, actions, and attitudes. Remember, God is with you today, and He has already equipped you for everything ahead. Trust Him, lean on Him, and rejoice in the fact that He holds your future. Have a blessed day. Please like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out the next videos on empowering messages from our God who is in heaven.